Wayne and Ottley to Bolton's archive store.
Thank you.
My name's Ian, I'm the Curator of Archaeology, and I've got some objects to show you. So, thought we'd have a look at some early plastics. So these are pretty much the earliest plastics you get. These are what's called celluloid, which is made from around about 1850 onwards, right up until probably about the 1930s, 1940s. So this is really kind of, well, it's kind of quite volatile actually. These things are quite flammable, so celluloid's quite flammable. And they make these into mouldable shapes, so you can have hair, clips and pins. You guys would be perfect for this. Unfortunately, I don't think I would. But you get all sorts of shapes, sizes, colours. So you've got things that look like natural materials, but it does degrade quite quickly as well. So you can see this one here, unfortunately, has had quite a lot of degradation to that, and so that's in a lot of bits. Now we keep these stored in the metal cabinet as well, because if this stuff burns, it burns, and you can burn this underwater. It's that flammable. So we keep those quite separate. And I've got some other objects as well. So we've got glass, so we've got some Roman glass here, 2nd to 3rd century AD. So you can see these are also starting to degrade as well, and you've got this really nice sort of opalescence on the glass as well. And some really nice examples there. So glass, as you know, it takes about 1 million years to degrade. So these things will be here long after we're gone. And you've got some more local items as well, so some local glass, so some jars. These are probably what's called onion bottles, because they're an onion shape, and so they're about 18th century. And these were found in a well in Churchgate in Bolton. So dropped down a well a couple of 100 years ago, along with some other items as well. So you've got this really cool spoon with what is probably someone's initials on there as well, so someone's personal spoon, an inkwell, and some leather as well. So the fact that it fell down into the well, this is 17th century shoes, has survived for about 400 years in the bottom of a well in Bolton.
Wow. What do you think, Ottley? Good? Wow.
Okay guys, what do you think? Can we recycle any of these things today?
Well, certain things we can recycle today. I mean, in terms of the plastic, we can only really recycle plastic bottles, but a long time ago you couldn't even do that. So it's better now that we can recycle plastic bottles in our burgundy bins at home, and obviously they go away and they melt it down and then they're processed again and turn into new plastic bottles. So that would save them being thrown down a well, maybe, if that could still be done. In terms of glass, again, we can recycle glass bottles and we can recycle glass jars. Items such as this probably couldn't be recycled, but if they were being made today, then they may be able to make them out of glass that would be recyclable. Ceramics, unfortunately, we don't recycle that. We can't recycle that at the moment. Same with the spoon. I mean, it would be great to keep the spoon and pass it on to someone else if they could reuse it, but obviously an item like that is it's more worth being in the museum. And with regards to the leather and textiles, certain textiles can be recycled. They have banks at supermarkets that you can put textiles in, and then they can be taken away and made into new items or rags and things like that, so you can clean the car with them. But yeah, really interesting.